Welcome to the Lounge, everyone. My name is Toby Roydell, and today I will do my very best to explain to you what makes a man a real man. First of all, I think we need to make sure that we are all on the same page when it comes to the question, what even is a man? Actually, one of the more contentious questions in this day and age. A man is a human being with needs and fears. A man is very flawed and wants to be loved. Some grow nice beards, others don't, like my man George over here. A man looks for purpose in his life, constantly, since his entire life, to answer a very, very difficult question for him. What is my value? And how can I become valuable to others, to society, to my family? Simply existing is not enough for a man. He needs to prove himself, especially before himself. A man needs to be able to look into the mirror at the end of the day. All men want to have a partner at one point in their life. For most men, a woman fulfills this intrinsic need. The aforementioned things, the purpose in life and the partner, are intertwined on a very fundamental level, because the support and the acknowledgement he gains from his partner is the main reason for a man to keep on going and to not give up. There are a few things that a man is really good at. Focusing on a single thing they want to achieve and achieving it. They are good at standing their ground and standing up for the things they believe to be the right thing. Men are quite good at protecting or delivering the feeling of protection. Men are also pretty clumsy and silly at times, which makes them very cute in the eyes of especially their partner. Okay, men also have weaknesses. For example, men are not especially good at admitting their mistakes. They are also quite bad at admitting when they are afraid or insecure. Men tend to not be the best communicators overall, and tend to avoid verbal conflict and engage in violent conflict at times. There are, however, men who would pretty much never engage in physical violence under pretty much any circumstance. The potential to being aggressive does not mean to make use of it, because this is still a decision. A rare specimen of this sort sits right in front of you. And another one behind the camera with George, for whom violence or physical violence would almost never be part of a solution. Talking about the perfect man would make no sense at all, as there simply is no such thing. But many still believe there is such a thing as the perfect man. Even many men believe that. I, on the other hand, want to talk about a real man. A real man is a completely different thing. And as we talk objectively here, we need to let everything out that is part of a subjective opinion. A real man does not need to fit any beauty standards whatsoever. Because whether a man is beautiful or not from the outside is every individual has to decide that. Because a real man isn't 2 meters tall, weighs about 80 kilograms, has the muscles of Arnold Schwarzenegger and a 30 centimeter. It depends so much on what you're looking for in a man, as there simply are many men who have been dealt a bad hand by, for example, not having a positive reinforcing father figure in their youth, or had to go through bad stuff, or just had a rough upbringing altogether. A real man is supportive, understanding, caring, loving, at least a little bit romantic, kind, and always has an open ear. Even for the same story, even if he was told the same story just a week ago, but still listens to it because he knows it means a world to them, that he always has an open ear. A real man is the backbone of society, as he is a positive role model in public, doesn't shy away when someone needs help, and makes people aware of injustices and immoral behavior, even on the streets, when something goes against his moral ideas. When a real man sees someone kicking the cup with the coins of a homeless person away on the streets just to bully him, a real man can't handle that. He has to go in between. He has to do something about it. Because for a real man, letting this happen without doing anything is being part of the crime. A real man does not shy away from responsibility. This especially goes for his children, as he's a role model for them. Leaving the kids behind and going his own way, this is not a real man. If they can't care for them and be the role model for them that they need, their children, they won't have them in the first place. Because a real man knows what a condom is. Even though there are a lot of things that a real man can give, there are also a few things that a real man needs. Because in turn, sometimes men need some space for themselves. Some time alone in their room where they can think about stuff, or out with the boys, having a drink or two, having a good time, without feeling the responsibility of reporting back to their partner every 15 minutes where they are and why they are not home yet and stuff like that. Men really want to be trusted. Even though I have to admit that men are amongst the species who are the most untrustworthy on this whole planet. Nevertheless, men very much appreciate the trust and really try to not mess it up all too often. We really do. What men also want is to, every now and then, being held in your arms and being told that we are doing great and that things will be fine and that we are a good boy and that things are okay. This is one of the greatest feelings in the whole world. Such a man who knows that he has this in his life will never leave. A man wants to be needed and have a safe space where he can even be vulnerable, while knowing that he will not be made fun of and called names for showing emotions. Because a real man shows emotions. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed watching and listening to today's video. If you did enjoy watching and had a few thoughts here and there about today's topic, that would make my day. My name is Toby Roydell, and I will see you again next time here in my lounge.